scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think plays like that will give them some confidence. Something sorely needed going against this unit.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins to the 43, second down.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7.
Hey, middle.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. It might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and a couple.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. All the option left, it's Burrow. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw, he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Third and goal, Burrow. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on fourth and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Now Lamar changing the look. Here's Hill again on second down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 3rd and 6.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
After that last play, we've got an injured man, and it's a big one. Joe Burrow shaken up. You hope this is nothing serious. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Mixing up the middle.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
No score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Wentz. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Brown. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now Wentz on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
That's a good decision there. He was looking, and he was looking, but the coverage was excellent. Nice job to get rid of it and try and find something better on 3rd and goal. He didn't let that clock accelerate and force him into an error.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion left, Bateman. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect An uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A 46-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Third down at 6.
Throwing now is Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now it's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Jackson will throw again. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
A final shot before half for Wentz.
Looking deep here for Chase.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never down for a second. They pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. On second down, a run to Dobbins. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. On the return is Jones. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd down and 3.
Wentz now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Wentz.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, seize your numbers, and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Jalen Armour-Davis.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now Wentz.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 14. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Again, it's Wentz.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Wentz. This complete to Jones. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. From the gun, it's Wentz.
Well, caught by Felton.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Bengals.
Here we go. Flag, come on.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Great.
Wentz going to throw.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Sunday.
Wentz now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
That's caught one more time by Boyd.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
No, we changed it. Hey, report.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. B.J. Hill able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Here's Jackson to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Casey Hayward.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
2nd and 9.
They're trying to eat some clock with Mixon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. Bulldozes past him. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
On gain of 19 yards.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Complete. Smith has it. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And they take a knee. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know